Hi YouTube friends, it's Diaper Kiddo Jason, and I wanted to do a little short sort of video to kind of update you guys on further what's been going on in my life lately. But before I get started, today is Thursday and I'm planning on updating this today, or uploading it today. And the last couple of videos that I've done I uploaded on Fridays, so I'm sort of experimenting a little bit to see when is most convenient for everybody for me to upload my videos so that you guys actually catch them as they come through. If you have a preference, because I am trying to make this be sort of a weekly thing, no promises, but I'm trying to make this be a weekly thing. So if you have a preference, Domino is here. But if you have a preference, let me know in the comments below if Thursdays or Fridays would be better. That may be decided for me, but I'll explain why in a moment. But definitely comment below if you have a preference for what day of the week you'd like to see new videos come out. So, on with the updates. Yesterday was a really bad day. So, as I said in my last video, I had an interview with my husband's company. His boss, like the building number 2 person, was kind of pushing me to apply for a position that they had open, and I did so, and I felt like I did pretty good with the interview, and that was the day before yesterday. Yesterday I got a rejection email, which really just kind of knocked my socks off because I wasn't expecting that. I really felt like, the boss was pushing me to apply, like, shouldn't I have gotten the job? And so it kind of dealt me a pretty big self-esteem hit that I didn't. Like, it's stupid and you guys are gonna laugh at me, but like all I could think was I can even get a job with nepotism on my side. Like, he wasn't actually like getting me a job or anything. So it wasn't really like nepotism. And in fact the interviewing managers didn't even know who I was in relation to him. But it was really disappointing, and I was so sad last night. Like, it just pulled the rug out from under me. I was just devastated, and after my husband went to bed, I'm not embarrassed to admit it, I cried myself to sleep last night. Like, I was just that exhausted from this whole job application and interview process, and the fact that I've put out dozens of applications, and of those dozens I've had 3 job interviews and I've had 1 offer, and the only offer I got was the one job I really didn't want. So it was kind of soul crushing. And the fact that it was just a generic form email that I got the day after. Well, I got some more information on it yesterday. My husband spoke to the HR manager, and she said that they hadn't actually intended on hiring me, like, at all. Like, even before they called me in for the interview. It's so stupid, I'm still a little bit angry, but they apparently had already offered the position to somebody else, and that other person's background check was taking a really long time to come back in, so they decided to interview other people just in case it didn't come back. And so, of course, I interviewed the day before yesterday, and then yesterday morning, her background check came in. So they went with their first choice, and it just was really kind of degrading, I guess. Like, I felt like they were okay wasting my time and theirs because they never intended on giving me the job. And I was just, like, sad yesterday. I was really, really bummed out. And one of my viewers had emailed me to my jason@diaperkiddo.com email, just commenting on my videos and everything, and like, was so sweet. It just really helped. I'm not going to name that person because I didn't ask his permission, but in case you're watching, you know who you are, and thank you. And I'm sorry about what's going on with your dog. So that's enough detail for you to know who you are. And like, I can't even tell you how much I appreciate what you said to me. That was the boost that I really desperately needed yesterday. I was in a bad place, and I went to bed with a really killer headache and woke up today with a really killer headache. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so I'm really tired. Caffeine and determination are the only things holding me together right now. But that's enough with the bad news. So, like, the saga continues because this morning the building manager, like the big boss that's in charge of everyone in the building, like my husband's upper level management, but this is like his boss's boss, pulled him to the side and explained that they actually had something else in mind for me that they'd like me to apply for. That's similar to what I would have been doing with this other position. It pays slightly less, but there's less like work, I guess. Or it's like different work. It's all just strictly clerical. There's no chance that I might end up working like warehouse duties. So I'm going to apply for it. I'm not going to get my hopes up. Every single time I get my hopes up, they get dashed. And there's been a couple of times now where I really felt like I have this job that I've applied for. I'm sure I do, and didn't actually get it. So this time I'm like going forward, I'm just not going to get my hopes up. If something does come through, it'll be a pleasant surprise. And if it doesn't, it's not going to be a crushing disappointment. But that's the latest, is that I'm waiting for them to post this other job that they're interested in me applying for, and we'll see what happens with it. Like, I don't know. I'm not overly hopeful, but maybe I'll be surprised. So the job that I really thought I was going to get this time, I didn't get, but so be it. It just means it's not the right job for me. I don't talk about my faith a lot. I'm not what somebody would consider to be traditionally religious, but I do have a pretty strong spirituality, and I know that I'm going to be okay. I know that the job that I applied for wasn't the one for me. It wasn't meant to be. So I'm going to maintain a positive outlook, and I'm just not going to let myself get my hopes up the next time I have an interview. But that's all on the job front. Other news is better news. Like, that's the only like downer thing going on. So next week my husband is taking vacation, and we're going to Georgia to visit my in-laws, which, yay. I like my in-laws. I don't mean to sound like I don't. I do. I'm just not really in the mood to be sociable with anybody right now. Like, which is weird because, like, I'm complaining all the time about how lonely I am. But then, we're going to travel and visit family, and I really don't want to. But it's just because I'm tired. But I am looking forward to it. I mean, it'll be nice to get out of town, get out of this freaking apartment that I spend 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in. So that'll be good, and that's most of next week. I think we're going Monday or Tuesday, and then we're coming back on Thursday or Friday. I don't think we've decided yet, or possibly Saturday, but so we'll be gone for most of the week. Other news, like, I want to share this with you guys, but I don't have a lot of details yet, so, like, I don't want to speak out of turn. But one of my very, very, very favorite ABDL YouTubers invited me to a special project that will be coming in the future, and that's really all I can say, but it's a video project. So I'm really excited about that. Like, that's, like, I wish I knew more so that I could really share with you guys, but I don't want to, let any cats out of the bag, so to speak. So we will see what happens with that. But I was truly honored because the person who I spoke with is, like, seriously one of my favorite YouTubers. Which, speaking of, and this is a real subtle segue, but my website is functionally done. I've got all of my YouTube videos are on my website. I've got pictures from, like, pretty much my entire adult life as an AB and DL on my website. So pictures spanning, oh my god, 2 decades. I'm so old. but I've got a lot of pictures. I put up a section of different links to shopping resources where I found a lot of really cute stuff, including an Etsy shop and eBay seller that made the onesie that's on the chair behind me, my Paw Patrol onesie. Who I reached out to. I asked for permission for all of the non-corporation kind of things to be able to link their websites, as well as I have a section of YouTubers, prominent ABDL YouTubers that I really, really respect and really enjoy their content. And I reached out to every one of them and asked if it would be okay if I linked their channels. So stop by my website and check out their YouTube channels. These are the most amazing people who create the most amazing content. Andy, the Padded Puppy. Let's see, I've got Mid-America Little, Zachy. I've got their joint project, the Padded Podcast, which is incredible, and I wish they would do more episodes, but I know it's a lot of work. I've got Mini Max Kiddo, who is just adorable and precious. I've got Baby Mitchie. I've got Blonde Boy, all linked on my website so that you can check out their channels. Go give them traffic. Go give them love. These folks are really putting a lot of themselves into creating content for the ABDL community. And it can be a lot of work, and it can be expensive, and it can be thankless. So go show them love. Go visit their channels. Go watch their videos. Go comment. Go give them likes. Tell them how much you appreciate all the work that they're putting into their channels, because these are the people that inspired me to be able to create this. And so that's where my website is at. I've got a blog that I haven't really updated a whole lot on, but I think it's about done. So, drop by my website, www.diaperkiddo.com. Take a look and see what's there. If you can think of anything else that you'd like for me to add, let me know. There's 17 different ways that you can reach out to me, but let me know if there's anything else you want to see on my website. But I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I'm really kind of proud of myself. I used Squarespace. This video is not sponsored by Squarespace. This may be the only YouTube video you ever see that's not sponsored by Squarespace, but I did use their service to create my website, and I'm super happy with how it turned out. So hey, Squarespace, if you want to sponsor me, I really like your stuff. But it was definitely a project that I really enjoyed doing, and it kind of pulled me through a bit of depression anyway, because as you guys know, I'm really starting to go stir crazy. And so giving myself something that took me several days of nonstop work to kind of create was good for me. That was a very positive thing. What else? Our Tykables order came in, and we ordered just an assortment, an assorted case. We had the little builders, we had the waddlers, we have the galactic and the overnights, which I know the galactic and the overnights are functionally the same thing, just with different designs. And so those came in yesterday morning before the bad news hit. But I was able to try out a couple of them, the little builders, which I'm wearing now, actually, and then the galactic. The galactic, I need to warm to, I think. I like the design. I'm not super fond of the plastic. It reminds me of the plastic of the bear bums. It's got that not very smooth texture, and I don't really like the texture of it. I haven't had any experience with these products at all. Last time I tried Tykables was forever ago, and it was their first version that they came out with. So this isn't a proper review, because I really don't like doing reviews, but I do want to talk about my experiences, because this is a new product to me. I'm sure you guys have probably all tried it, but the galactic has this kind of indented sort of texture in the filling that like bleeds through even into the plastic. Like it's got like, I don't even know how to describe it, but like a woven sort of pattern that's like really deeply embedded into the filling, the stuffing, that I wasn't like really impressed with. Like, I mean, I'm sure it serves a purpose. It's probably like, you know, wetness channels or something like that, but it makes the diaper really stiff, like very stiff. I like the design. I like the tapes, the hook and loop tapes. They're awesome. Like, I love that. Like, I wish everybody would go to that. The fact that they're adjustable, but it's still a disposable, or it's still like a plastic back diaper, but it's got the adjustable tapes. I really like that. I think that's brilliant. Go Toddy. Like, Tycho's nailed that one. I'm not sold on the plastic on the Galactic yet. But we'll see. I mean, maybe I just need to kind of get used to it. But they're that and the stiffness kind of gives it a weird feeling. That's not necessarily the most comfortable thing I've worn. However, the little builders I'm super impressed with. Like, they remind me a lot of, like, the plastic reminds me of like the ABU preschools. I like the design. They have the hook and loop tapes, which is incredible. They fit me really well. They're comfortable. They're not super thick, but that also helps with like the stiffness level. So I'll show you guys. Alright, so like, I don't know how well you can see in this light because it's kind of bright. But they've got sort of little traffic cones or construction cones down the middle, and then the little Tykables, like animal mascots, all over them, and then along the back. I'm not super sold on the side panel pattern. It's kind of like red with little white dots, but like I don't hate it either. I mean, I like it better than the side panel on the ABU Little Paws, that sort of green checkerboard tablecloth look. Like I'm not big on the like pattern sides in general, but that's just my preference. Like I like the all over print. I think that's super cute, and these are really, really comfortable. It's got a nicer plastic. Like I like this plastic a lot better than I do the Galactic that I tried. I still haven't tried the Waddlers, and I still haven't tried the Overnight, although I know the Overnight's basically functionally just the Galactic again. But I'm really pleased with what we were able to get. We got a mixed case, so enough to be able to try a little bit of everything several times. So, you know, going forward, my opinion may shift, but so far I'm really impressed with these, and I'm happy with the Galactic, but I'm not like super impressed. Like I still think I like my my Confidride 24/7s better than the Galactic. But as far as like a printed like daytime diaper, these are awesome. Like I'm really enjoying these. And prior to this, like my go-to probably would have been the APU preschools, but I think that I like these a bit better. So that's really like my news right now. Like there's not really anything else to share with you guys. Other than, you know, the job situation that I'm more than a little bummed out about. But as far as like my secret video project, I'll share more details with you when I know more. I'm excited about it. I'm immensely gratified that, like, seriously, one of my all-time favorite YouTubers ever, like, took notice of my content. That's, I'm having, like, a senpai noticed me moment, honestly. It's just unbelievable that somebody that I like and respect their content so much likes my content. Like, that just blows my mind. I don't know. Not really anything else. So, I guess that's my update for this week. Let me know if you prefer Thursdays or Fridays, and I'm going to try my best. I promise, to stick to an upload schedule. so that you guys know when there's going to be new content. And I'm going to try it for weekly. That's really all I can think of to talk about. So until next time, guys. Let's see, is Domino still back there? Oh, she's in the chairs now. I see a paw. But until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching, as always. You guys have made this whole nightmare of being unemployed a lot easier than it would have been otherwise. So this has given me something to do to keep my time filled, and that's really what I need right now. So thank you, as always, for being amazing YouTube friends, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.